I'm not gonna be on here long because I got a couple things that I need to do, but it is just on me to just come on, because there's a sense of struggle, there's a sense of suffering, there's a sense of just turmoil everywhere. And I had just been, deep in my study and deep in my devotion, and just got done like reading over Revelations and just realizing that we are already in the famine, right? We are already in the state of darkness. It surrounds us all, and the only way to get through this time, the best way that you can, is to get through you. I can't stress it enough. It's so much darkness, it's so much struggle, it's so much suffering, and everybody has their own version of suffering. Everybody has their own level of growth that we have to get through, and we cannot be, and I know that it could be tough, and we could be in this state of why me, and the best thing that you can do is separate yourself from the things that's going on by strengthening your core, strengthening your spirit. We are so detached from our spirit, and the main reason we suffer is because we're so far from ourselves. We're so far from our truth. We're too busy burying it. We're too busy running from our truth, to the point where we're causing ourselves deep depression. We're causing ourselves anxiety. We're fear-mongering people, and it's only darkness in that. It's only darkness. The best way to even begin the process of making a change in your life and seeing something different is to go within. It's to discover yourself. It's to understand the pains that you are running from. It's to understand the people you are surrounding yourself around. You may be in the wrong job field. You may be in the wrong relationships. You may be in the wrong town, but you don't know yourself enough to even hear the voice that's telling you to remove yourself from these things, to remove yourself from this group of people who do not bring the best out of you, who do not allow you to grow, who aren't even, and my thing is too, if everybody is suffering around you but there is no growth, that's a problem. If there's no wisdom around your suffering, that's a problem. If you have nowhere to turn to, you have to find somewhere to turn to. It's a problem. It's a problem. There's no way that we could be suffering this bad and there's no peace, an ounce of peace in your world. You have to find it. You have to seek it. The first way to manifest healing, the first way to manifest peace is here. Here, you have to conquer the negative thoughts. You have to conquer poverty. You have to conquer the lack that we were born with. It's tough, it's challenging, but we were born with limitations. We were born into trauma. But it is your responsibility to change it. It's a lot of us that aren't moving until our friend move. We aren't reconciling relationships until we have the conversation, and it may not ever be. But what are you going to decide to do? Are you going to stay there with them, or are you going to overcome? Are you going to overcome the trials and the tribulations? Because we are here now. We are in the famine. We are experiencing the famine. But what are you doing within it? Are you trying to outgrow the suffering? Are you trying to stop running from your truth? Are you running from the lies that you don't even want to feel? Trust me, I know. I was sick. I was sick of my own stuff. But then I had to realize, in order for me to even get an ounce of peace, I had to allow myself to go there. I had to allow myself to get to a place to where I just allowed these ugly, nasty, fucked up feelings to just surface, so I can understand why I'm here. And you have to listen to yourself. You have to get to a point to where you're listening to yourself. You do. The only way out is through. And I made a post today about not giving up. You have to give in. You have to know what stillness means for you. You have to know what solitude means for you. Because you have to get out of this victim mentality. You can't grow far if you're such a victim. You have to understand, why not me? It's a strength in the why not me, because it means you're ready to fight for your peace. You're ready to fight for your healing. You're ready to overcome the obstacles that is limiting you from the life that you dream of. You have to go get that. You have to go get that. And sometimes it's no direction. It's no direction because you can't hear it, because of all the things that is burdening you. You can't hear it. You're burdened. And it's time to overcome. Look, no one is against you. No one is holding you back but your choices. And the only way we even get to a point of so much poverty, so much suffering, is because of your choices from the past. And now it's time to change it. And the thing is, it's never too late to overcome. But people have to realize, in order to even get out the phantom, you have to discover yourself enough to know that I can reach a consciousness that can heal me and heal those around me. But you have to start with yourself first. We get into this lifestyle of spirituality and healing, and you forget about yourself. Because you got a level of knowledge, and now you just want to go get it, but you haven't fine-tuned it and matured in it to even seek real healing, real peace. What are you studying? You have to show yourself approved with who you are before you can go help anybody else. You have to be humble by your own convictions, your own trials, your own lies. Because although you may be a victim to something, but you yourself have done things to hurt people. You've done things to dishonor yourself. You have done things to put yourself in a position that you are in today. But the thing is, there's a new beginning out there. There's a new life. It's a new life out there. Okay, but it starts with you. So before I go, if you don't take nothing from this, go and get with yourself. Silence all the distractions. Go figure out who you are at a core, and be ready for the challenges that's gonna surface, because things will surface. Pain will surface first. Your soul has been trying to get these things out, but you keep shutting them down. Allow things to surface. Get help. Invest in help. Stop investing in material possessions, because it'll never mean nothing if you don't have peace. Material possessions will never mean nothing if you don't have peace. So invest in help. Invest in health. Invest in things that allow you to grow. Change your algorithm. Who wants drama? It's so dark. You have to shine the light in your own life. And if you're around people that is not allowing you to shine that light, baby, distance with love. Distance with boundaries. Stop casting spells over yourself. Stop casting spells over your life and your environment. Because if you ain't a part of the solution, you're still a part of the problem. You're still a part of the problem. Look, I'm tired, okay? I am tired. But I'm out here living it too. But I've decided to be the solution in my life. You know what I mean? You have to decide. Am I a part of the problem, or am I a part of the solution? Be mindful of what you share. Be mindful of what you allow yourself to see, what you allow yourself to hear. Because your subconscious, if you accept it, will accept it, and will believe it, and will make it manifest into your world. So, if you're vulnerable to the information that is out here in the world, step back from the information until you get enough maturity about your spirituality, about your emotions and your mental, to step back out there and then shine the light. But sometimes we have to know when to step back from information that may get into our psyche that we're not aware of if we're not spiritually mature, and you don't walk around with the protection that you need to not be moved by all the darkness. But mind you, it's challenging to work through your stuff. It's challenging to work through your problems. It's challenging. But you must show up in your own space the way you show up in these other environments that's full of darkness. Because you cannot be a part of the light if you're full of darkness. You can only be a part of it when you decide to do your own work. But I had to get that off because I just been thinking about suffering. I'm just thinking about, we are in the phantom. We are up against some really dark beasts in this world. But is it heavy for you? Because it shouldn't be heavy for you if you're on the right track. It shouldn't be heavy. I can imagine it being heavy. But if it's heavy for you, take a step back. Get some discovery of who you are, because you cannot be operating in purpose if you don't know who you are. If you haven't silenced the darkness that's within you, and the darkness is just your trauma. It is just the lies you've told yourself. It's just the ways you've dishonored yourself. If you haven't addressed those, take a step back from all of this. It is just a distraction. It is just to keep you from yourself, because society know how powerful you are once you remove yourself from this and gain maturity in who you are and who you are to be and who you are to become. It is okay. We'll be here when you get back. But invest in your wellness. Invest in your health. Invest in your spirituality, okay? Invest in your mental health. We're not doing that enough. And if we can't afford it, it is so many people out here that can mentor you, that can coach you. Look, I about do this stuff for free because I'm just passionate. I know it takes more than just me. Christ coming back is not Jesus himself coming back. Christ coming back is through us. Christ is a consciousness. It's a mindset. We can only do this collectively. We can only do this collectively. So whatever you have to do to get there. Okay? But before I go, I have a sale going, 40% off of my 6-week self-discovery coaching package. And then I'm also, I'll be, having some information soon about the retreat I'm hosting in Nashville, Tennessee. Because, look, it is time. We are here. The famine is here. People have been running for the famine for years. Okay? The famine is here. But what are you doing individually to be a part of the solution collectively? Stop isolating yourself. Set the intention to be in solitude. Set the intention to start asking yourself questions. You have the answers. You have the power. You just got to know how to go in and get it without being afraid of your own darkness. Okay? But thank y'all for showing up. This won't be the last time you see me. I think I'm going to be on TikTok more often. So, look, be love, be light, be peace, so that you may receive. Okay? It's better to give. Okay? You manifest more when you give. All right? Love y'all.